After studying poor people for over 10 years, I learned this brutal truth. Most aren't unlucky. They're undisciplined, addicted to excuses, and emotionally attached to staying broke. I'm not talking about IQ or opportunity. I'm talking about behavior and identity patterns that quietly sabotage people no matter how hard they work. If you're a business owner and you don't fix this now, you'll stay stuck for years. So in this video, I'm going to break down the 3 shifts that turn broke thinking into millionaire results. I didn't just one day wake up and figure this out. I spent over 20 years earning $2,500 a month. And no matter how hard I worked, no matter how much money I spent on marketing and advertising lead generation, nothing changed. And what I'm about to share with you now took me to 100K months and beyond. Most people are playing it safe, but the wealthiest people take the biggest risks. And here's the hard truth. Poor people spend their entire life playing defense. They're trying not to lose money. They're trying not to fail. They're trying not to look stupid. And that mindset alone guarantees that they never ever win. Wealthy people play offense. They ask better questions. How do I create leverage? How do I multiply my results? How do I turn one decision into 10 outcomes? If your main goal is stability, you'll stay stuck forever. So ask yourself honestly, are you building a business to feel safe or to actually win? Because you can't do both. Now here's the thing, there's a difference between like broke people and wealthy people. What is that? It's their character traits. It's like them betting on themselves, not being afraid to fail. The problem with like people who are losing constantly is they're constantly worried about what other people think. They're constantly worried about what if I make a mistake. Listen, let's get over it. You're going to make some mistakes. So why not make those mistakes early on? Because listen, you're bound to make mistakes. The only people that don't really make mistakes are the people that never try. And that's ironic because those are the people that always complain about lack of results. They're always complaining about money. There's always a shortage of money in their lives. But those people who take risks, they become wealthy. They might not be wealthy at first, they will have failures, but they'll have persistence. Persistence is a skill, it's a skill that you can attain, you can learn, but a lot of people don't have persistence. It's really important that you have this resilient mental attitude of not being afraid. I've made lots of failures myself, I've made lots of mistakes, lost lots of money, but now if I look back, had I not made all those mistakes, I wouldn't be where I am today. So look at anybody that's successful and you'll see that they've made a series of mistakes. Many of them were bankrupt, had their houses repossessed, but they kept on going, and eventually they broke through. There's probably a study around most millionaires are self-made, billionaires especially, how many billionaires are self-made? So I want you to check in on yourself right now. Are you the person who's always very analytical, always worried about what could go wrong and don't take any action? Or are you one of those people that says, fuck it, if I make a mistake, I'll make a mistake? But you're not looking to make a mistake. You're there to win because you don't think about making mistakes when you're going to be one of those wealthier people. You'll be betting on yourself every step of the way. And you make a mistake and you'll take it back as feedback. It's just giving you feedback on what didn't work. Hope that makes sense. And how can you start to apply that lesson to yourself right now? What little tweaks can you make in your own life, in your own ways of decision making, and start taking a risk? There's more of a risk by not taking a risk because guess what? Nothing changes, right? So when there's a risk, you've got more to gain. When there's no risk, you've got nothing to gain because you're not taking the risk that's going to give you the gain. So listen up, if this is hitting home, I put together a free training that breaks down exactly how to reprogram your identity and scale your business fast without burnout and create consistent wealth that lasts. The link is in the description below, so don't overthink it, just click it. Your future self will thank you for it. Your environment is actually programming you, whether you like it or not. This triggers people, but it's non-negotiable. Your environment is either upgrading you or destroying you. If you're surrounded by people who are constantly complaining about money, telling you to work hard for success, hate rich people, make excuses for average results, then you don't stand a fucking chance. Every 7- and 8-figure business owner I've worked with is intentional about who they listen to, who they take advice from, and who they spend time with. Now, if you're the smartest person, if you're the most driven person in your circle, then guess what? You're in the wrong fucking circle. I want you to take a good look at the people that you surround yourself with. You become the product of the 5 people that you're spending most of your time with. Now, are you spending your time with broke people? Are you spending your time with people that are on the same level of income as you? Probably you are. Now, it's really important that you break away from these people and find yourself a new circle if you really want to succeed. Now, a lot of people say, well, Mindy, that's a bit unfair. I've had these friends for a long, long time. Listen, I'm not telling you to like defriend them or unfriend them on Facebook or not even talk to them or block them. I'm telling you, like, find a new circle of influential people, people that you can like look up to and be inspired by, and maybe like have some mentorship of them. Look at their character traits, study these successful people. That's exactly what I did. I spent my time surrounded by a lot more wealthier people than I was because I wanted to learn from them. I wanted to learn their character traits. How do they think? When they see an opportunity, like how do they react? How do they respond? Do they take it? Do they procrastinate? One thing I found out is once I start changing my environment, I start to surround myself with people that are earning way more money than me. Now, all I can think about now is this person's earning $75,000 a month, where most of my circle were earning a max of like 25 to 5K a month. But I didn't want to be in that bracket. So I start to surround myself with higher earning people. And automatically that got me thinking, like, what are they doing different? What are they selling? How are they selling it? How do they present themselves? What do they know? How do they talk about money, their beliefs? And that started to rub off on me. And as that rubbed off on me, guess what? My income started to increase. So it's not about you being selfish. In fact, I believe that you have to be selfish with your time because time is very limited and you can't replace time. Once it's gone, it's gone. So be very cautious on who you spend your time with. And sometimes it could be your partner that's the biggest drag. So maybe it's time to upgrade your partner too. Sounds a bit harsh. Maybe it is, maybe it isn't. Stop procrastinating on your dream life. Now, this might be the most important one. Poor people wait until they feel motivated, whilst wealthy people have a really strong standard, really high standards. They don't wake up and ask, do I feel like doing this today? No, they don't. They ask, how am I going to show up today? No matter how they feel. That's the difference. Motivation is emotional. Standards are identity. Poor standards sound like this. I'll do it tomorrow. I'm too busy right now. I'll fix it when things calm down. Wealthy standards sound like this has got to be done. No excuses. I don't give in to procrastination. My future matters more than comfort. And once you lock these standards in, money becomes inevitable to earn, not a struggle. Stop procrastinating on your dream life. Nothing's going to change. It's not going to land on your lap. This is what people think. They think they can sit there visualizing and meditating and hoping that these things are going to manifest. And this is a mistake that most people make. Don't fall for it because successful people will always tell you to take action. If you look at anybody successful, go check out some of their content on YouTube. They'll tell you take lots of action, put things into perspective, go for it right now. Don't sit around waiting for the time to be right. The problem is most people sit around waiting for the time to be right. And guess what? The timing's always right, but your actions aren't aligned with your goals and your dreams. So ask yourself a serious question. Do my actions match the dream that I have? If not, why not? Form of procrastination. That's indecisions, all right? So you got to start making decisions faster. You got to start getting up and getting into gear right away. Take on that mindset of someone who has the life that you want. Would they be like chilling out? Would they be taking it easy? Probably not. They'll be out there putting the work in. Listen, if you want a shortcut to success, I've got some bad news for you. There isn't. You've got to put some work in. You've got to put some effort. It's like going to the gym. If you want to build your body, you can't do it just sitting at home watching motivational videos and just eating crap. You've got to put the work in it. Listen, I remember Bob Proctor once said, if you're not prepared to put the work in, you don't deserve to win. Ask yourself a question right now. Do you deserve to win based upon the actions that you've been taking around your life, your business, your finances? If not, change gear, pick your shit up and get moving. Get into action, no more procrastination, and start to see a new life unfold right before your eyes. If this video triggered you, that's a good thing. It means that something inside of you knows this applies. Now, if you liked what I shared in this video, you're gonna love this next video right here on how I went from 0 to 1 million plus in my business. I'm gonna walk you through some of the first things that I did at the very start of my entrepreneurial journey. These early moves shaped up everything that came after. So click the video right now and see how it all started. And let's go from stuck to unstoppable together.